Hi, I'm Nick Nanton, and welcome to Times Square Today, the morning show that matters. I've got a great guest for you today, all the way from the UK, Dr. Diyari Abdah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nick. Well, let me start by saying thank you very much for having me on the show in the great city of New York. I mean, what an exciting place to be in, eh?
The great, cold, rainy city of New York.
Absolutely.
Here we are.
But I love it.
Having some fun. There you
I
go.
love
So I love what you do. You're a dentist. You're a dental coach. You're an entrepreneur. You've written best-selling books. You're even writing a drama for TV right now. How do you get to all this stuff?
Well, good question. Thank you, Nick. Well, the thing is, I learned a while ago to balance work and life and hobbies. I mean, I have a musical background like yourself. I used to be in a band. I used to play music. And the thing is, we used to have fun and make people laugh and listen and have a good time. So I thought I need to do more than just dentistry. I love dentistry. Obviously, that's why I trained for. Very, very successful dentist in Cambridge. However, there's more to it, so that's why I thought if I condense my time to work less hours per week, that will free the rest of the week to do other things, and that's what hopefully I'll be teaching others to do, because it's very easy to get dragged into what we do and do for 6 days a week, and where's our life?
Got that. So tell me this, what was the turning point where you decided, did you get overloaded? Did you get out of whack? Did you get out of balance? What was the turning point that said, you know what, I got to do this and help other people too?
Well, Nick, this is interesting, and thank you for asking that question. What happened many, many years ago, probably about 10, 12 years ago, I was actually treating one of my patients, a lovely young lady. I think she was 8 or 9 years old. I usually, always try to put them at ease and play with them and all that and say nice things. And then I was just about to start, and I felt like I was out of breath. So I ran all the way downstairs, all the way to the street, actually, took my mask off, and I just kind of grabbed some air. And I thought, what's happening to me? Certainly, I was fit, I was okay. I just realized that I was just overwhelmed. I was working 6 days a week, and work is always there. If you want to work 8 days a week, there's work there, and until you kill yourself. So from that day on, I decided, what can I do to change this whole thing? So first of all, I changed the entire location completely. I sold my practice, I sold everything. I took a year out to basically reinvent myself, to have the courage to actually look into myself and my life and thinking, okay, what do I need to do now? Right. And finally, after a year, I went back to practice. And the funny thing is that now I practice 3 days a week, and I'm far more successful than I used to be then. Isn't that strange?
I love that. So you are successful practicing 3 days a week. Tell me about the state of the rest of the dental industry right now.
Well, the funny thing is, people always think that dentistry is immune from the ups and downs of the economy. Far from it, because at the end of the day, we treat people. And these people are part of the society, part of the community. So any news in the morning we hear, it affects all of us. So therefore, the dentistry hasn't been immune. And but the trick is here, how do you stay ahead of the competition? What do you do to stay in the game? Not only that, to actually make yourself, because let me say this, in the ocean, there are always going to be waves. But who survives the best? A little boat or a ship? So you have to be the ship, not only to survive, to actually get to your destination.
I love that. That's great. Now, tell me this. I've been watching your career. You've obviously been amazingly successful. You're now going to be helping other dentists. Tell me this. How do you stay so far ahead of the curve?
Well, do you know that helping other dentists came out of frustration, because I did what I did the 3 days a week, and that freed my days, and now I'm writing for journals. I'm actually writing 2 other books. I wrote a book, as you know of, and that's going up to bestseller, which I'm very thrilled about, and I'm writing this drama for TV, and I thought, and I heard others who are struggling. They are struggling to actually to be with their kids, you know? So I thought something is wrong here. So I sat down, looked at all the stuff I learned, look at all the idea is that first you need to be like a sponge for knowledge. You need to absorb, you need to see what's around you. And that's what I did that year when I took the year out. And I thought, well, if I could just put that and concentrate it into some sort of program, a systematic program, a methodical program, that my colleagues can actually go through it, and hopefully that way they can also have a balance between what they do and they love to serve their patients, or also living a good life.
I love it. Now, tell me this. I love to ask this question to people like you. If you could talk to young Diyari as he was getting out of dental school, what would you tell him today?
I will, personally, my experience, I will do it all over again, but this time times 2. I wouldn't waste the time on anything. Do you know, we have sometimes this internal dialogue that tells us, oh, don't do this and don't do that and not at this stage and wait a bit later. Don't wait. I've watched you actually, how successful you are. So go mighty, go big. So I will do everything times two, obviously within your means, and a little bit beyond. It's okay to be slightly uncomfortable. So that's how I would do it. Because again, if you are the ship, well, no waves can rock you.
I love it. Now, there's a lot of other dentists, I'm sure, are going to see this and say, I need to learn from this guy. He's got it figured out. How can they find you?
Well, we keep it simple. I will give my personal email, which is drabdah@yahoo.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Dr. Diyari Abdah, a dental pioneer and coach. We have him right here on Times Square today with you, and we'll be right back with even more great experts from all around the world on Times Square.